So the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, he has arrived here. This is the cavalcade, and
right.
with all the security arrangements, he has reached here. So these are the exclusive visuals that we are showing you on CNN News 18 very first. So this is the first visit from anyone from the Aam Aadmi Party in this particular case. So this is the particular car of Sisodia. He has arrived here and he is going to meet the family members. So these are the visuals. This is the first car where he is currently sitting, and he is going to meet the family members for the very first time. And if you remember, we have seen how the protests erupted in last few days. This is the reason why there is huge gathering, and many of the people have gathered here in huge number, and the security arrangements have also been made in view of the same. Now Deputy CM is coming out from his car. He is going to meet sir, आप कुछ बोलेंगे? Sisodia ji. Okay, so he is highly unlikely to speak at the moment. He is entering the residence of the family member. Greha, we have already told you that this is the maternal residence of the deceased person victim. The entire family is currently staying here. They are in the state of grief, and this is the reason why the security arrangements have been made to avoid any of the protests that we have seen in last few days. So this is the first official visit from the Deputy CM, from anyone bigger from the Aam Aadmi Party. If you remember, Greha, Aam Aadmi Party is the first party who politicized the entire event. If you remember, on the day one, in fact on 1st of January, we were having this particular conversation that how the politics started by the MLA of the Aam Aadmi Party, Saurabh Bharadwaj, who is also the spokesperson of the party. He started the entire politics in the first place.
Yeah,
but
Nikhil, although rather than politicizing, yes, exactly the point that you're making. The fact that had they not raised questions on the serious lapses on the police, probably the case wouldn't have been where it is at the moment, and they are obviously going ahead meeting with the victim's family. They further went on to claim that the police is no longer, like, it's not under the Aam Aadmi Party government, it's under the LG. Attacking the LG on this case, on the basis of this case, was something which was sort of a low blow. They could have avoided that and put that for later. However, raising pertinent questions is something that is very, very important. Sisodia there reaching the residence of the victim, Anjali, and meeting with Anjali's family. He's just reached the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister. He's just arrived at Anjali's residence, from where my colleague Nikhil is reporting from. Yes, Nikhil.
So Greha, as far as the politics is concerned, at times the politics plays a crucial role if you talk about the results. Because of the politics which is started by the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, we have seen that how the responsibility has been fixed. Because of the politics which has been played out, the Home Ministry also took cognizance of the entire incident. So this is something which is very crucial, and also we have seen that because of the pressure which was mounted by the media channels as well, the Delhi police had to fast track the entire inquiry and the sequence of events which were connected to them. And now the results of the same are that the Home Ministry took cognizance of the same. There is a committee which has been formed, and it is being headed over by the Special Commissioner of Police, Shalini Singh. So this is the 3-member committee who has to submit the report to the Home Minister. And yesterday, if you remember, Greha, we have seen that the Commissioner of Police of the National Capital, Mr. Sanjay Arora, he had gone to the North Block. He has met the Home Secretary, Mr. Ajay Kumar Bhalla, who will further apprise the Home Minister over the entire sequence of event. Why we are saying so? Because this is the national capital, Greha, which we are talking about. The policing of the same is usually sets an example for other cities as well. And here we are talking about the serious lapses which have been incurred from the end of the Delhi police. We have seen that how the PCR, when reached at the spot, despite multiple calls, it had reached late to over a little an hour ago, hour late. So this is something which raises a serious question. We have spoken to the prime witness as well, Deepak, who runs a sweet shop. He was the first person who made the first PCR call at about 3:20 a.m. And yesterday as well, we were having a official word with him on CNN News 18. He has clearly said that 2-3 PCR वैन तो मेरे सामने से ही निकल गई, लेकिन किसी ने सुध नहीं ली. It talks about the volume of the that there is no coordination between the PCR
Yes.
vans as well, and there was no proper mustadi as well, if we talk about from the end of the Delhi police. So the responsibility needs to be fixed. Someone has to be held responsible in the national capital Delhi, because there are some of the proper arrangements which are made in the capital city in view of the celebration of the new year. So during the course of the 13-kilometer on which the body was dragged, no pickets were found, no PCR vans reached on time, no barricading were there, not even proper checkposts were made at that particular place. So these are some of the really big questions which are posed to Delhi police. So the responsibility needs to be fixed. Someone has to be held accountable for all the mess in this particular case which has taken place. But now these are the visuals which we are showing you from outside the residence of Deputy CM. In fact, outside the residence of victim Anjali, from where the DCM Sisodia, he has reached here to provide the condolences as well, and already as far as the compensation is concerned, rupees 10 lakh has already been granted by the Delhi government. So this is the vehicle of DCM Manish Sisodia. He has reached here a while back. He is speaking to the family members yesterday as well. If you remember, the family members had all the right to know what was the sequence of event. They were in the first place, they were saying that this is not just a case of sheer accident, but also they suspect that there is some of the sexual assault which is involved in this entire accident. And they had all the right, but yesterday evening, if you remember, they were handed over the 10-page long PM report, and the family members till yesterday, they seemed satisfactory with the PM report. They were satisfied. This is the reason why last evening we have seen that the cremation took place with all the peace, all the comfort.
Yes.
So it seems like prima facie that the family members are so far satisfied, but the role of Nidhi is being questioned by a stakeholder, that is the Delhi Commission for Women chairperson Swati Maliwal. In fact, a fresh bite as well she has issued, saying that her role is to be suspected and it has to be further inspected by the police officials. So on one side, there are two aspects of the case, Greha, that we are talking about here. One was of the sexual assault, which has been ruled out. No injuries there on the private part. She has been cremated peacefully. So everything is sorted on that end. But on the other side, as far as the police investigations are concerned, the responsibility needs to be fixed on the Delhi police side. There is huge pressure as well from the Home Ministry. This is the reason why a 3-member committee has been formed by the Home Ministry, and the Shalini Singh, who is the Special Commissioner of the Delhi Police, she has to file an official report as to what were the sequence of events and who is the person who has to be held responsible, because 10 years back on 16th December 2012 we have seen that the gruesome incident of the Nirbhaya rape case took place, and after 10 years we are standing on the point zero. That means no policing has been done in the manner which it should have taken place in the very first place. So the responsibility from the Delhi police side needs to be fixed. But currently these are the visuals you can see. I would urge my camera person to show you the 360-degree view. Many of the people have gathered here in huge number. These are the locals of the Mangolpuri area. We have seen that a while back, in fact, day before yesterday, they had gher out the police station Sultanpuri as well. There is anger as well among them. But now, because of the visit of the Deputy CM Manish Sisodia, they have again gathered here in huge number. And also at the same time, at the moment of the grief, they are shoulder to shoulder very much with the family members. And if we talk about the further details, Greha, the family member of a victim, that is Anjali, their actual residence is at a distance away from this particular place. So this is the maternal residence of Anjali, Nani's house, so to say. So the family members, all the family members of Anjali, they had come here yesterday night only. So this is the reason why the DCM is here. If we reiterate the details as far as the Delhi government is concerned, they started the pressure in the very first place because the jurisdiction of the Delhi police, the working of the Delhi police comes under the LG, which he further reports to the Home Ministry. This is the reason why the questions were posed to LG as well. And if you remember, the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, they made a tweet in the public domain saying that it's been 7 months since the LG took his office, Mr. VK Saxena. That means close to 210 days. And out of 209 police stations in entire National capital, not even a single police station has been visited by the LG VK Saxena. So it started from the leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party. But if we talk about the compensation part, rupees 10 lakh has already been given. They are also talking about the legal assistance as well. They are going to provide all the possible help, including that of the treatment as far as the mother of the victim is concerned, because she is usually unwell. They are also talking about hiring a best of the lawyer in the city to put the case stronger in the eyes of law. At the same time, we are saying that the policing needs to be even better from the Delhi police side. But these are the visuals that we are showing, and inside the particular lane, this is the stretch where DCM is currently meeting the family members. Back to you, Graham.
Absolutely, Nikhil. Thank you so much for that exhaustive account. We can see the visuals on the screens, which Nikhil is bringing for our viewers. This is from outside Anjali's residence. As Nikhil was mentioning, this is his paternal side where they stay. That's where the family shifted last night, and that's where the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Manish Sisodia, has arrived to meet with the family of Anjali's to go ahead and offer his condolences to the family members. And we also are on the other side of the screen putting out the fresh CCTV image of Anjali's friend Nidhi, who was seen arriving at her residence on the night of the ill-fated accident when she fled from the spot. This is where she has arrived home at her residence, and that's the CCTV image that we are playing out. On camera 2, we have a closer image of where Manish Sisodia has currently entered the residence of Anjali's, where he is currently at to meet with the victims' families. Remember, this was a demand that the Aam Aadmi Party government had already made, that there needs to be something needs to be done about the lapses in the police treatment and obviously the law and order situation in Delhi, and how the police were not doing their job, because of which this ill-fated accident happened, and the body of Anjali was dragged for 10 to 12 kilometers and not a single PCR van noticed, despite the fact that there were about 4 to 5 police stations on that route where the car really dragged the body to. It was also a death not because of collision, it was a death due to dragging. And had the boys and the men came out of the car, tried to help Anjali despite the fact that they had hit her, probably Anjali would have still been alive. And these are the questions that we are also asking. We do know that she has been cremated yesterday, and the family has come to terms with the fact that there was no sexual assault. This is what has been mentioned after the post-mortem report came out. However, they are demanding strictest of actions against the people who were in the Baleno car, who hit Anjali and then later dragged her, because of which it led to her death. Visuals from outside Anjali's residence, Anjali's paternal home, is what Nikhil is mentioning over here. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Sisodia's vehicle is also there amid the crowd. He's currently inside meeting with the family members. Yes, Nikhil, how long do we expect Mr. Sisodia to be there?